Welcome back to our channel. This is Blessing.
And this is Renee.
And this is how we met. We met in June 2014 and we've been together since that.
Since, almost 8.5 years.
8.5 years.
Yeah.
So it's quite a long time.
Quite a long time.
It's still enjoying.
Yeah. Wow. It has been a very long time. And of course, we never forgot how we met on this special day. When I wake up early in the morning, I get myself dressed up. And on this day, I opened my wardrobe and I saw this beautiful green jacket and then a black dress. So I thought, wow, why not? Let me just dress up that way. And I went to work. After work, on my way getting back home, in the middle of the street, I met a very good friend. She waved me and I was like, wow, Odette. And then we were kind of like started chatting and we haven't seen each other for a long time. All of a sudden, I saw somebody, a guy wearing sunglasses. It's a special sunglass. I don't know if you still have it. Do you still have it?
No.
You don't have it?
Not.
So, and then I saw these sunglasses, somebody wearing it. He's a tall guy. And then I looked at him. He was coming from a very far place. I looked at that place. And then I looked off. I continued chatting with my friend. We were standing this way. He was trying to get past us, right? And then the person said, hey, here for you. So somebody gave me something and then I didn't even look at it actually. I just took it. In that moment, I thought, oh, it's this cards, like people, if they want to sell their cars and, they're making advertisement, they always drop something on the cars or they give it to people. So I just collected it. I didn't mind. I was like, this one again. And I dropped it in my bag, in my handbag. So the chat with my friend Odette continued. After some time, Odette said goodbye to me and I said goodbye to her. We made an appointment where we could meet. I left. Went into a bus because I was having an appointment. When I was sitting in the bus, I remembered, there was something given to me. Let me just see what that was. So I brought it out and then I saw a kind of paper. There was a coffee cup drawn on it, written, I want to get to know you. Then there is a kind of sun drawn on it and with a cup of coffee. And then outside is a lake and then his name and his number. So with question mark on it. I was like, okay, let me just give it a try. You never know. Let me just give him a call. So he picked up and then the first voice I heard was magical. And then, of course it was a kind of voice that I said, wow. Man, he got a great voice.
So you liked my voice?
I liked your voice from the from the very first time. And then he picked and then I was like, oh wow, a great voice. I didn't tell him a great voice. I was like in my head, like, what a great voice. And then he said, and I was like, hello, I'm the lady that you just gave a note and I really wanted to give you a call. I don't know whom you are. It's a very nice gesture of you. How are you? He said, he's great. He said, I remembered. Oh, I'm great. Thank you. I didn't even know. I didn't even think that you would call the number. I said, yes, of course. I just tried. He said, what do you think? Why don't we meet for a coffee or something? I said, well, that would be great, but I'm rushing for an appointment. So after the appointment, I will give you a short call so that we'll see where we can meet. And then he said, okay, then I dropped. So I went for my appointment, then I came out and I wrote him, hi, I'm already done with my appointment. Are you ready or do you still have time for our coffee? And then he said, yes. I said, okay, look where I'm going to wait for you. So just pass by. He said, okay. And then we sat down in this restaurant. We ordered something to drink. When he came into that place, I looked at him and then I was like, wow. Now he's no more wearing his sunglasses. I was like, wow. Okay. So when he came to me, he said, hi. I said, hello. And then he sat down. He sat down in front of me, just like opposite. He asked me, how are you and what I'm doing in the city. And we had a very long conversation. Everything what he said was like, yes, I also think that way. Like, yeah, this is what I do as well. Wow. And this is like...
Yeah, we really understood each other.
We really understood each other from the very first time.
Yeah, we had a really natural conversation and really felt comfortable talking to each other. It was at a time where I was just like, in my head, like, maybe this note will be for someone special. At a special day, a special time, you never know whom you meet. I forgot about that note, and on that day, I went across Central Station, across a big place there, and I got drawn to Blessing, walking by. I can't exactly tell how I felt. It was just like something magical because I just felt so drawn to her. I could just see this big smile, those big shining eyes, this beautiful hair. She was really like an angel walking across this place. I really was just like amazed, and I didn't even realize what happened to me. It was just like, okay, I would just go there and say hi or say hello. Because, sometimes you meet a person and think that person is really interesting. You would like to get to know her. At this day, I was just searching with my hands inside my pocket of the jacket, and I felt, there's this note. And I just... I didn't even realize. I just gave it to her and went. After 10 or 20 meters, I just looked back to see how she reacted, if she maybe threw it away or something like that, because I just thought, okay, she will throw it away because I'm a completely stranger giving her that note. That's kind of awkward, So I was just in my head, okay, she threw it away. I just keep on going back to my house, Yeah, I received that call later. I didn't even think about it anymore because it was just out of my head. But someone called on my phone. I couldn't see the number. And normally I wouldn't react if somebody calls with an unknown number. But I don't know. On that day, I just didn't think about it. And I just picked up and had this beautiful woman, had Blessing on the phone. I was just kind of wondering that she called, actually, because I was just not thinking about it anymore. So it was really a surprise to me, a pleasant surprise. Yeah, we really understood each other. It was really like easygoing conversation with her. We met at Karstadt in this small restaurant on top. And she was sitting there alone in the corner. As soon as I saw her, it was the same feeling. It was just like, oh, she's so cute. This big smile, those eyes, this beautiful hair. My heart was really like, oh, this was really... Yeah, I really felt very drawn to her. And is that correct English? Drawn
Yeah.
I really felt so comfortable in her presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kept on talking. And the time went by, and the time was over soon, right?
Yeah. I could really remember some of the questions you asked. You asked me, what do I normally cook in Germany? Because it is really not easy to get the things that we normally use in our cuisine, right? Before you cook those things, you would really need to get an Afro shop. So he asked me, what do you cook in Germany? So I told him something like okra soup or plantain with beans, something like that. And he said, oh, you know what? I know what is called plantain. I said, what? How do you know what is plantain? He said, yeah, of course he does cook them and he likes them. And I was like, how do you get to know to them? So he started telling me about his book. It's actually Caribbean.
Yeah, I got that book, A Caribbean Cuisine.
Yeah.
And there was some recipes.
Yeah. So you started telling me about them and I was like, wow, You're German? Oh my God, this is not common.
Yeah, and we were even talking about our work, you know? And
Yeah.
we were talking about, I think, dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like African dancing. Like,
Yeah.
and Nigerian dances. I really like dancing, and you as well. And,
Yeah. So and then you was telling me about Nigerian musicians. He knew some of them, and he even could dance. Their moves, like I was like, what? I mean, it
not
was
really good. Not really good.
it was so interesting. So we kept on talking, and that conversation went for hours. So at some point in time, I started feeling tired and I need to go home. And next day is another day for work. So I need to get some things prepared. We said goodbye to each other and then we chat the next day. And then I took my bus back home. So on my way going home, we are still chatting on WhatsApp. We're just like constantly writing to each other.
Yeah.
Like it was something that went for hours. Like you could imagine, I finished around 2 p.m. and then we had conversations like till 9 p.m., 10 p.m.
Yeah, we really enjoyed talking to each other.
Yeah.
And, having that conversation going on. And yeah, it was really
it was
nice.
Magical.
Yeah, it was something special
between
us. We realized that. Before we left, you mentioned that you were sitting in front of me.
Yeah.
And I was like...
Yeah, exactly. I forgot to tell that one. Like, we were like... he was sitting in front of me and we were having this conversation. So, you could imagine it was on a very good day. It was sunny and it was warm. So, and I was like... sitting like this and he was sitting in front of me. So there was this a shadow, sun shadow shining, coming in between both of us. And then I could hear this voice that was telling me, it felt like a voice. Like it was telling me, all good blessing, all good. It really meant a lot to me. Like, it was unexplainable. And then I was like, oh my God, that is so good. And you know, in my brain, in my body, everything, it was like, it felt like, relax, all good. You know, relax. Everything is okay. You know, this feeling, these are those feelings. I was like, wow, okay.
That's how I make her feel. And exactly, the thing is, she was sitting in front of me, but I was just like, you know, I was really open-minded. I was really relaxed guy, you know, not that shy one. So I was just like, oh, she's so cute. Maybe I can just get on her side and we can sit next to each other, you know. And yeah, she really was so shy. She was smiling, getting a little bit red, I think. It was so cute, yeah.
Yeah, it was a very beautiful day. It was very special. I couldn't forget about this day. Whenever I remember, like, whenever I pass by Karstadt, I do think, this is where I met Renee the first time. And wow, it was and is still a great time with you. And I didn't know. I don't even have a word for it.
Like you said, we kept on with that conversation.
Yeah.
We were writing WhatsApp till late in
the night. Actually, the next morning still.
Yeah, it was really like intense.
Quite intense.
And yeah. And then afterwards we just met.
Yeah, we
again.
met.
Was it the other day?
Yeah, we met.
Was it the other day?
We met right the next day.
Right.
I finished from work and you also finished. So you called and then you said, do you mind me picking you from work? And I was like, wow, okay. When I came out, I saw you and we were like, wow. We hope you liked the video. Just give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel and share the video as well. If there is any other thing that you would love to know about us, since you've known who we are now, just put it in the comment section below and we will be happy to share more of these stories with you.
If you want to know how to date an African woman, you can just check out the video here. Till next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.